Hello, welcome back. Now this is the last lesson in this section and we're going to have some fun stuff to do. Now last time I'll just recap on what we did. So we had this point. We had the weather code that was output into the DOM. Okay, now don't be put off by this big 3. All I've done is just put some inline styles there just to make it big. You don't have to worry about that. I've just done it so that you couldn't really see it. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. So the other thing I did last week, which I shouldn't have done, is this. I get this wrong all the time. All right, this is why MDN docs are great, because I use a date time element that actually doesn't exist. Okay, it should be time. All right, the time element does dates and times, and then you have a date time attribute, and you put your weather in there. All right, so your date and times in that. So it's called the time attribute, the time element, not the date time element. So let's just get rid of that because that's a load of nonsense. All right. So so we've got the weather div here, and what we're doing is so inside our DOM content loaded function, you can see that it's inside because of these nice little lines here. So it's inside there, and because I've formatted the document once again. Control Shift and P. Oh, it's not Control Shift. That one. Format document is your friend. Make sure you do that regularly and often because having tidy code is very important. If you don't have tidy code, then you can't see what's going on, and it's like walking around in the dark. Okay, and the more messy it is, the darker it is. Okay, so make sure you keep your code tidy because I've seen a few of you unfortunately get unstuck because of that. Okay, because your code has been a little bit on the messy side and just haven't had that format document thing, which is really handy and does it instantly. And so you've been missing things, like I saw somebody who had a closed function here sort of thing, and therefore didn't know why that wasn't working. It's not working because it's not inside the function. Okay, so just make sure you do that and then check where the lines are and format it. Formatting it will really help you to see that. Okay, so inside the DOM content loaded function, inside the navigator geolocation get current position function. Okay, so we've got 2 functions nested, 1, 2. Inside that, then we've got our longitude and latitude. Longitude. Okay, then we are getting the weather data, and the weather data is a separate function that we've defined up here. So we're doing a fetch call. We're awaiting that. This is an async function, and then we're returning the result JSON data. Okay, now for this next part you will need to make sure that all of your parameters look like this. Okay, the reason is that we are going to use this here, the weather code. Okay, now if you're getting an undefined for weather code somehow, okay, if it's saying I don't know what this is, what weather code is undefined, it's because you haven't got the right parameters here. Okay, so just make sure you've got that as it is. I'll try to drop it in the notes for this video just so that you've got those, but just make sure you've got, after you've got the forecast, question mark, latitude and longitude, you've got an ampersand hourly equals weather code. Okay, without that you will be stuck. Okay, right, get weather data. Where was that? What was that doing? Oh yeah, okay, so we're getting the data. We've got this results. It doesn't matter what this is called. It could be Bob, right? Okay, doesn't matter. Just something that makes sense to you. All right, and then we are drilling down into that. So instead of just rendering all of results JSON, we've got the hourly weather code, and then we've got time now, which is the hours of the time now. So we're picking off currently number 17 of that one. Okay, and that's what's going into our element. Alrighty then. Now let's get started. What we want to do is to have another function here, another little thing here. So we are going to define a new function in a second. All right. So const weather value equals match weather code, and then in here we're going to put our weather code. So what the result is of this is it's going to return to us an emoji. Okay, so we could have it return that thing, something like that, sunny, which never happens because we're in the UK. but it could return an emoji of a cloud or something like that. Okay, let's define the match weather function, match weather code function. Okay, so we just need to make sure it's named the same as this. Okay, and we're going to put it up the top here. So what I want you to do is go and find the script tag, give yourself a bit more room, and then we're going to define this function. The reason I'm putting it here is because it's going to get pretty long. Okay, all right, so just watch out for that. Switch. And this is a really handy little function, switch. Okay, there's lots of different ways of doing this sort of thing in JavaScript, but I just wanted you to get familiar with the switch statement, because then it matches things. So you've got case 0, return clear. So let me explain what this is doing. So it's getting the weather code. If the weather code matches 0, it will return this string instead. To see how this is going to work, I hope you can, because we've got 100 weather codes. Case 1, return sunny. Right, but I'm not a meanie. I'm not a mean guy. I'm not going to make you sit and do all of this, okay? Because I've already done it for you. Aren't I nice? All right, here we go. Let's just grab that. Right, here we go. I think I've done that like that. All right, now we've got everything we need. Let's just make sure I did it right. Okay, case, switch, weather code, case 0, return. Yeah, cloudy. All right, now, here we are. You'll see as you go through this that some of them are a little bit the same, okay? Because it's got these weather codes. I meant to show you the website, but they're all kind of like... So there's a lot of different ones for snow. There's a lot of ones for rain, as you might imagine. So we've got a lot of things that match the same thing. All right? So don't worry about that. A lot of them are not really needed. And we could do some trickery, as in we're getting the first digit and returning an Enzo in a switch case with the first digit. But anyway, we've done it this way. And some of them do change intermittently, like there. All right, so now we've got all of those defined. Again, I've put this in a gist for you, so you'll be able to get it. So that's all we need, okay? That's everything. So as long as we've got case 99, then we've got all of our weather codes. We're just, at the end, I've just defined a default. So if we supply something that doesn't match any of these, or we don't have a code, it will just return raining. Because once again, we're in the UK. It's going to rain. It's going to be raining. Right, so there we go. Now, match the weather code function. Let's see if this worked. Da, 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 da. No, it didn't. And the reason is because I didn't actually change that to weather value, not weather code. Right, let's try it again. Ta-da! Okay, there we are. We have got a emoji. So the weather is currently this. How cool is that? Right, you've now got a weather app. All right, that is it. So we are basically done for this exercise. You could be in 1 hour. It will be PID. Yeah, weather one is good. Okay, this is just a little bit more than we did in the lesson, but hey, I'll give you this one for free. Okay, so the one match weather code time now +1. There we are. So this is clever, isn't it? So in an hour, you're basically getting the time now, and you're +1ing. All right, so that's in an hour. In 1 hour, it will be raining. Oh no, I better get the washing in. All right, there we go. So that's how you do a weather app. Of course, I'll let you tidy this up. I'll let you provide a weekly forecast if you can figure out how to do that. and just play with it. That is the end of the course. Thank you so much for being with you. All of you students, you've been terrific, and I've really enjoyed seeing how you've progressed and reasoned on things. And again, it's that resilience. You're building up that resilience to be able to keep coming back and not give up. And that's how you've got to be with code and engineering and all this kind of good stuff, is you got to just keep trying. I'm hoping to do some more lessons in the future. I'm hoping to do a React course, so using one of the most popular JavaScript frameworks out there, React, and explaining why that's useful. I also did something cool the other day, which I mentioned to you, which is that I built my own media server. So I've got all my own little videos and music on a computer that's running in the background, whirring away. And that means I don't have to load all of those music files and videos onto my computer and then take up all the storage space on it. So I want to just do that. What you'll need for that one is a spare old computer. But we'll go through it. We'll do it, and then we'll have some more fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. Show me, please, if you improve on this, if you iterate on it. Let me know what you do with it, because it'll be really fun for me to see how you do. All right, cool. I will see you around. Bye.